Louisiana Beer Review Special Edition St. Arnold Oktoberfest Revisited. Now, I thought it was a few years since I had tasted this beer, and it had been 2018 since I had done a solo review of it, so that's amazing. It says brewed for fall, and they're showing a football stadium in the background, St. Arnold with a bunch of fall, brown and orange leaves. Did a duo review. Done duo reviews more than one since 2018, but not a solo. So here we go. $10.49 for the 6-pack at a local store. We tend to get a lot of St. Arnold beers around here. I had people from Arkansas, Shane Fudge in Arkansas, say he never heard of the beer. He's in a neighboring state to Texas, so their distribution is sketchy. It's 18 bitterness units. Untapped says 24, although they could have changed it. Introduced in 1997, 6.6% alcohol. They used 3 Munich-style malts, they said, and Pearl and Saz hops. Sold in cans and bottles, but they didn't send the bottles out here this year. And on draft at some places. So from Houston, Texas, brewed for fall. Alright, so we get a thick, very thick ivory head and a clear, I think it's clear, the lighting is not so good, it's overcast, orange copper appearance. My friend George said he thought it looked orange to him, but I guess copper's sort of orange. Yeah, you get that like sourdough brown bread crust, like tea leaves, tannins, some caramel. Alright, taste, cheers. Now you see this glass must be made for left-handed people, because if I hold it in my left hand it shows Guinness. It's an Oktoberfest dimpled mug style beer, but they have Guinness on it. So if you hold it in your right hand, you can see the label, but no one else can see it. Taste time, cheers. Beer Advocate, Untapped say it's good, like a B. These medicines are very similar one to another. You get the brown bread crust, a little caramel candy, usually a low moderate hop bitterness. Not low, but low moderate. Medium bodied, dry finish. Most beers are that way, but this one's a higher ABV. Most of these medicines I find they're around 5.5. Shiner's 5.7. But this one, man, 6.6. That's more like where the fest beers, usually fest beers will just kind of stop around 6. So it's unusual, 6.6. I wouldn't session this. Maybe the St. Arnold light beer. Yeah, it's appropriate for the style. This company was founded in 1994, so they've been making beers for 31 years. It's a popular tourist attraction in Houston. They're right north of Interstate 10. Easy exit, easy to get to, easy parking. Prices are pretty good. The tour prices are good. And you're not far from downtown at all. There's a famous old 1930s bridge you can walk across and take photos of. Close to the brewery, and I did that when I went to I was waiting on the brewery tour, so I was walking around and did that. So, I think it's better than just good, like a B. I'm going to go with an A-. We'll go with a 9.1 out of 10. It's getting into excellent there, and they've been making it for 28 years. I don't know if they've adjusted it at all. Maybe they have, because like I said, Untapped's showing 24. Sometimes their information is incorrect, but the website's clearly showing 18. What I love about St. Arnold is besides the fact they make great beers. Their website always gives the history of the beer, when it was introduced, even by the month sometimes. They give the ingredients, give the ABV, the IBU, they give a good write-up on it. There's a few beers they put out that they don't cover on their website. Some real obscure, like their Imperial Pumpkin Stout, aged in cognac barrels, things like that they won't put on the website, but they may only make one batch of it with a few hundred bottles, I guess. We get them out here, they're like $6.99, $7.99 a bottle. The only one I can get right here locally is leftover from 2023, although at 13, I think it's 13%, should have held up fine. I'm gonna go look for some fresh ones more into New Orleans next week. I'm planning to do that, see what I can find. So, it's windy out here. So how is this gonna pair? So Les Bon Temps Relais, a 9.1 out of 10, an excellent beer. Check it out, buy it, try it. I think you'll love it, if you can find it. I have these buttery round crackers with Richard's Hogshead cheese, and I put some Piggly Wiggly hot sauce on it. And isn't Hogshead cheese a German style type product that you might see at Oktoberfest? All right, a great pairing. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Houston, Texas and visit the St. Arnold Brewery.